Hey, it's Dr. Alduan Tartt giving you the very best when it comes to giving relationship, marital, and advice on how to raise your children. I am excited because we get to talk about a topic that is very relevant. And we're talking about, should Cardi B forgive Offset? Now, for those of you that don't know who Cardi B and Offset are, or if you're just trying to figure out what's going on, all right, Cardi B has caught Offset cheating on her numerous times, and she's asking the question that so many people who are in love and are married and dealing with infidelity is, should I forgive Offset? How do I know I'm not playing myself? And on the other hand, how do I know I'm not being unforgiven? Someone has changed, and I'm not perfect. He's not perfect, she's not perfect. How do I know I am not out of order by forgiving them? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you 6 steps so that you know whether a person is really changed or not. So my advice to you, Cardi B, or any man or woman in this situation, same timeline, is that you should absolutely not forgive Offset. Not yet. Not yet. Not until he does the following 6 things. And this is coming straight from the science. This is coming from psychologists, research, and people that actually deal with infidelity. You're getting a lot of opinions from people in the media that are giving you their emotional opinions. But when you're going through this, or you have family going through this, you need to make the best decision because it's a lot on the line. And I can promise you, those people that are giving those opinions on the radio and TV, they won't be there for your marriage. So I'm going to give you a litmus test. I'm going to give you something that you can shine this thing up, you can test it, and you can see whether Offset is really serious about reunifying his relationship with Cardi B. And Offset may not know this, so I'm not here to judge. I'm here to tell you, Cardi B, these are the things that will let you know whether or not you should forgive Offset. All right, number 1, let's dive into it. First thing that you should do, Offset, is you should confess. You should confess to everything that you did, because it's not only the betrayal that hurts people, it's the cover-ups. And when you try to cover it up or tell a pretty truth instead of the pretty lie instead of the ugly truth, man, you're going to allow Cardi B to doubt everything you say, because she's going to get tired of trying to figure out what's truth, what's half-truth, and what's a lie. Just come clean with everything that you did. Confess. Tell her everything. And here's a little tip. Don't make your spouse, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, your partner, pull information out of you. Don't make them just sit there and be police when then what happened. No, open up. Talk. Tell them every detail that you can think of, except for the explicit sexual details, because we know working with couples, that's too traumatic to come back to. It's too traumatic. So when you all get back into having a sexually intimate relationship, that trauma will be part of your relationship forever. So you are allowed to ask for the details, how it happened, where it happened, who it was with, why, all those details, except for the actual pictures and any video and anything that's explicit, because you will not be able to recover. All right, number 2. Man, if you're really sorry, Offset, you have to have behavioral change, transparency, and verification. However you cheated on her, whether it was your mobile device, a computer, or Snapchat, or Facebook, or Instagram, or whatever you did, you're going to actually have to build up trust with your partner by allowing her to verify that what you say is true. Now, before she trusted you on word, but now she'd be a fool to trust you on word. Everything in her instinct is going to say, do not trust what he says, because you're going to get yourself played. So you're going to have to be transparent about where you're going. You have to be okay with checking in. You have to be okay with her spot checking your phone. You have to be okay if she wants to put a location app on your phone temporarily while trust is being built up. I know you don't like it, but this is how we decide who's really serious or not. Because if you are truly sorry, you will give up whatever you need to give up to reunify your relationship with your significant other, and that you won't come off as arrogant or narcissist and saying you invade my privacy. Well, you use your privacy to fool her before, so you have to give it up so that she can realistically build up trust again, because she's going to trust based on what she sees, not based upon what you say. All right, number 3. Oh man, Offset, you're going to have to explain to Cardi B what went wrong. You're going to have to explain it. You're going to have to talk about, is this a personal issue? I mean, is it difficult for you to be faithful to any woman? Is this the lifestyle? We know that most cheating happens for one reason: high opportunity. And Offset, being in hip-hop culture, is in a high opportunity culture when it comes to cheating. This is the same for pilots, flight attendants, truck drivers, traveling salesmen and saleswomen, people that are on the road a lot, entertainers, athletes, they are in ministers, they're in high opportunity jobs and professions. And so you have to make sure that you guard against that, because absolutely you will have opportunity. So you have to explain to her, is this someone you were in love with? Is this temptation? Were you drinking? Were you high? What went wrong, not only with you, but also in your relationship, so that you can figure out what the cracks are, so that you can begin to fortify those. If you just say it just happened, I don't want to talk about it, no, that's not enough of an answer, because in your relationship that you're trying to salvage, you don't know what went wrong. So if you look at superhero movies, Black Panther gets beaten up. He goes back and he looks and says, how did I get beaten up? And he fortifies that. When in your relationship, if you have infidelity, man, your trust took a whooping. It got killed. All right. And so you have to start all the way over and rebuild a new marriage, a new relationship based upon fortifying these cracks. All right. It's tight, but it's right. Number 4. Oh man, we're going to have to explore the agent's reason for returning. So the agent of the cheating, the person that did the cheating, why are you returning? Like, what's different now? What is going to be different about you? Are you going to take a class on self-control? Are you going to get a handler offset that Cardi B employs as someone that answers to her to make sure that when you're out, you're not doing things that get you in trouble in your marriage? Are you going to take a marriage course? Or what are you going to do? Are you going to go on tour like Jay-Z did with Beyonce? What are you going to do? What's going to be different now that you're coming back? Why do you want to return? Are you returning as a changed man? Do you want to work on our issues? Why are you coming back? Because I don't want to get cheated on again. I need to understand why you're coming back. Is it because the negative publicity that they're eating you up on Twitter? Is it the fact that you want to be with just your daughter? Or is it the fact that you want to be loyal to me, your daughter, and be a better man? Cardi B has to be able to answer that question. Offset, you have to be able to explain that, young brother. All right, number 5, all right, exact a high cost for future betrayals. I mean, you see this in the law. People that have 2 strikes against them typically don't want to commit a third, so they change their behavior. And so what we know is that when you are too nice and you forgive too quickly, people tend to do the same behavior again because it wasn't enough of a cost. I can definitely relate to that. I got a speeding ticket, and it wasn't a high enough cost. But then I got another one. Still didn't slow down. But then I got that third one, and they dropped my insurance. And I had to explain to the wife, and then I had to pay a huge fine. This was many years ago. I don't speed anymore. That cost was too high for me to speed. Now I just leave on time, or I'll just be late. You understand me? So you have to exact a high cost of future betrayals. Don't talk it if you're not willing to walk it. And men and women actually respond to more structure, more discipline, and it helps them to be better behaved. All right? Then you can do number 6, which is begin to forgive. Then you can begin to forgive after they've done all these things. And I'm going to tell you, what's going to help you, Cardi B, is time. Offset is doing these things right now around the holidays. Will he keep this going in January? Will he keep it going in February? Will he keep it going in March, April, May, and June? Is he willing to apologize to the depth of your pain? Is he willing to do all the things that you need him to do, which represents your pain? Oftentimes, the agent of the cheating wants you to get over it too quickly because they don't realize how much it devastated you. Not only did it devastate Cardi B as far as being personally humiliated, but it damaged her emotionally. We don't know if this has happened in the past. And then allowing her daughter culture to be able to grow up and see this is going on. She probably has a lot of strong feelings about whether or not she wants to raise culture in that type of environment. You know, and so you have to begin to forgive and create a new relationship. So I'm definitely praying for you guys. I'm praying for anyone that's dealing with any type of relationship issues, especially infidelity, because it is so difficult to recover from. Absolutely, though couples do. The research shows 60% of couples that go and get therapy do recover from infidelity. Why? They kill their first marriage, their first relationship, and they build a new one. They build a new one. That's going to depend on your partner. Some people have 0 tolerance with that, and others it depends on the circumstances, and it depends upon your ability and your willingness and your self-discipline and your consistency to actually change, okay? So Offset and Cardi B, I love you. I hope that you guys make it work. I'll be honest, for culture. And I think hip-hop needs to see a couple that actually is going to actually change and evolve and make this thing work and get away from the culture and the music about cheating on your spouse being cool. I mean, there's a lot of pain and destruction there, and it hurts families. Forget the fact that it sells records. At the end of the day, I care about your heart, your minds, and your families. All right? So I'm Dr. Tartt. If you want more relationship advice, just join my email list by texting TARTT, T-A-R-T-T, to 22828. Again, text TARTT to 22828, and you'll get this kind of relationship and marriage and parenting and just self-development advice right to your inbox for free. Take care. God bless. I'm Dr. Tartt. I love you. Offset, put that work in, brother.